What's up, everybody? Aron Snyder with Born Primitive Outdoor, and my buddy and I just hiked in to scout out the area for the Born Primitive Academy. We found a spot we can fit everybody in. Obviously the weather is a little bit bad. We're about 8,600 feet, but I wanted to go over how I packed this pack for the third time because I screwed it up the first two, and it's in the field so it looks cooler. So this is the Mystery Ranch Marshall. This is basically a Mystery Ranch 65 or 7500 like I used to wear back in the day, 2008, 9, 10 time frame. Really like this bag. It's just been upgraded. It's about half the weight it used to be. Very impressed with this, with the new frame as well. Go into that in a different video. So right here, this was the chest rig that I wore in. This is the mini pack. There's another video that'll be posted going over this entire kit that's in here. And why I use it and when I use it, all that stuff. But I'm gonna set that aside, and then I got my GAT over there, which I can't hit shit with that anyway, but I bring it just to give everybody a false sense of security. This is the Mimo whatever case that we're filming with. Extra battery for that, because I gotta stay getting content. Up here in the lid, this is the Tricer phone mount, and then a Really Right Stuff little mini tripod. My glasses, those are the ones I did the video on from Gators. Ass wipe, that's important. Although I didn't need it on this trip in, which is nice. Upper part of the lid on the back side, this is a two-part lid. I got my mittens, there's one of them, mitten. I don't always bring the mittens, obviously it's snowing, I have rain-ons, bringing them on this trip. My beanie hat, which I should probably put on while I'm still warm so I'm not losing heat. It's really a big problem for people. If you get cold easy, don't get to where you're at and then just sit around and get cold because your body heat's going to dissipate. Leather gloves. I always bring leather gloves no matter where I go, whether that be for firewood or whatever. I got my Leica Q2 camera inside here with my neckerchief. And that's it for the lid. Again, that lid's a two-part kind of system. When I say two-part, I'll show you in a second. This lid turns into a backpack, and then it's got two pockets horizontally here. I really like that lid. So with this Marshall, one of the things I liked about the old system, you've got these two up and over the top compression straps. Loosen those up. It's got the double butthole cord lock retention system. Can't beat that. Side pocket, those are the Argali poles for the Rincon. That is my, I should I guess say what I have on, and I will in a second. This is the Quiver half zip hoodie. Keep that out of the pine needles. I have on the Heritage base layer and just the rain jacket. It was about 30 degrees going in. That was perfect for hiking. So I got the Mission Flex rain jacket, Frontier pants, and then the Heritage top. I've got my prison slides for camp shoes. Possibles pouch, that's got fire starter, some Luco tape, stuff like that, normal stuff. Check out the video I did on that. Scooby snacks, I've got Copenhagen. I've got a couple hot hands. I didn't know what kind of temperatures we'd be dealing with. Right here, this is the Sea to Summit water cell. That's probably been my favorite of all time water bladder. This in here is the XGK MSR stove with the cook pot and a titanium MSR coffee cup. My buddy's got the fuel canister. We split that up. He's got the fuel canister with him. Rain jacket. And as if you notice, if I'm unloading this, I want to make sure people understand the light stuff goes in the bottom. When I say light, sleeping pad, puffy jacket if you don't need it. Heavy stuff in the middle. And everywhere else up top and around, I'm just filling up voids inside the pack. There's always voids in there. Stuff in socks, rain gear, tops or whatever. Filling up those little voids that, because everything isn't a, you know, everything's kind of round or whatever. There's airspace. I got the Tundra Light jacket. We're not expecting too Arctic conditions, so I brought the light. This is the Rincon shelter. That's the half skirt and outer shell. Socks, extra socks, which I probably won't need. It is nice to put on socks though, dry like that before you go to bed. This is the Ridgeline Heavy. I didn't necessarily have to bring this and that Quiver fleece, But here, when we're done with this video, I'm going to throw this in the Quiver Fleece on just to keep my, you know, body heat kind of regulated or whatever. This is the stove, the wood stove from Argali. All my food is in here, coffee, stuff like that. Those are 6 Moon Design little ditty bags. Flex tail air pump for the air pads. And then in these 2 tubes, I really like this because you can compress it separately from the sides. One of the tubes, I've got my chair because I don't want to sit on the ground, and that's a Helionox chair. On this other tube, that is a stovepipe. This is a very slick system. I really like this bag. I've got my titanium water bottle. I brought it because it's titanium, and that makes me sound really technical and cool like all the hikers and shit. And down here, I've got my sleeping pad and bag. This is a 0 degree Argali, and then I've got the Thermarest X-Therm pad. And that is pretty much how I pack my shit every time. It just changes, obviously, for how many days of food. And again, you know, as the warmer weather goes, not going to be bringing as warm a bag, not going to bring in a stove, but light on the bottom, heavy in the middle, fill the voids and spaces everywhere else. Everything you need quick access to, get up in your lid. Thanks for tuning in to this fine video. Like and subscribe. Sooner or later, I'll have to stop saying that because we got enough subscribers. So please subscribe so then I can stop saying that shit. Anyway, thanks for tuning in.